And that is super easy to make. You can literally make this in 15 minutes. And I'm going to show you how you do it. And technically it is chicken Milanese, but we have done some twists to the recipe because we like it. I know all the Italian aficionados out there, they will say, you have to follow the recipe to a T. No, I don't. My kitchen, my rules, don't care. So
very democratic.
That's how it is. But you're going to love it. It's really good. But first we have to start with the salad, and more predominantly the salad dressing, because this is such an easy salad. You're going to love it. It's fresh, nutty, excellent. Lemon juice is our first thing here. So let me cut a couple of beautiful lemons from our own garden. Let's see how juicy they are, if I need 2 or 3. Oh, that's quite juicy.
Super juicy.
Oh, really, actually. And they smell fantastic.
Just cut from the trees.
Half an hour ago, actually.
It doesn't get fresher than that.
Nope. I think
Hey,
I'm going to need one more, definitely.
Yeah. You're cheating. You took the small one.
Yeah, but that's because I have the big one there. I want the zest later. I'll show you. I have a plan with my lemons. Whoa. Well, I think that does it for what I need right now. Get that to a side. Then we're going to add some salt. Not too much because we're also going to add Parmesan, but a pinch of salt and a healthy pinch of pepper, freshly cracked black pepper. Goes so great with the salad. The salad we're using is rocket, by the way, or rucola, or whatever you want to call it. And then we are simply going to whisk this together with some olive oil. So whisk it in while you stream in. So we are creating what's similar to a vinaigrette, just without the vinegar. I would say something like that, half a cup, 100, 125 milliliter. Let me get that over here. And then I want to give it a try just to see how it tastes, if it's too lemony. Ooh, that's good. Last ingredient is the Parmesan, as I promised. So on with the microplaner and give it a good grating here of Parmesan.
That will thicken also the dressing as
Yeah,
so
exactly. And gives great flavor that
flavor
matches.
and texture.
Yep, exactly. Flavor and texture. Texture is actually equally important. So, I think that about does it. Let's give that a whisk. And now you see beautiful dressing.
That looks good.
That smells so good. Excellent. So this goes to a side also. And then it's simply our rocket. Of course, it's been washed and rinsed and everything. Get that into a bowl. And over with our beautiful light lemonish dressing here. That off to a side. And we're simply going to toss this. After we toss it, we're going to set it aside. And then while we prep the chicken, we're going to toss it a couple of times to make sure that all the flavors, they really get around in the salad. And you don't want this in the fridge. You want it at room temperature. There's nothing I hate more than an ice cold salad. That's not nice.
No, that's true.
Yeah, so here we go. And for our chicken, have a nice, big, beautiful chicken breast here. And we are going to make that into cutlets. So this is one of those little things that you have to learn if you don't know. You take your chicken, you lie it on your board, and then with a good long sharp knife, you put your hand, and then you go in the middle here, and then we slice it all the way through while you press down, so we get 2 chicken cutlets, like this. But they're not done yet, because they have to be pounded out. They have to be a little bit thinner and evenly thick. So one goes into a Ziploc like this, flatten it out, and then we give it a good pounding. Now here, in many recipes, they go ultra thin on the chicken breast, and I think that's a pity if you go make it too thin. I prefer that there is a bit of texture, so you have, I don't know what is this.
2-3 centimeters. Plus, it needs to maintain the juiciness inside. If you
Exactly,
flatten
otherwise
it out,
because when we fry it, then it will go dry if you make it too thin. So
of course.
keep them about the same. That looks about the same to me. Now they need a little bit of seasoning here. So sea salt, shaker, some black pepper. Don't overdo it because we will season the breadcrumbs also, as I will show you. And then to avoid running forwards and backwards, I took a pair of tongs. There we go, both sides. Nice little coating. This is gonna be good, and it's super easy and it's super delicious. That's about it. And then we're gonna set up our breading station, and this is traditional breading station, flour, some beaten eggs, and then we have some panko breadcrumbs. This is where the original would call from Italian breadcrumbs, which I prefer panko. But here comes some of the twists because we are going to give that a little bit of treatment. First of all, the breadcrumbs also need salt. They need pepper. And then we're going to give them a nice teaspoon and a half of oak smoked paprika from our favorite little spice shop here in Athens. It's beautiful. It gives great flavor and color, by the way. And it's not spicy, it's not hot, it's just smoked. Really nice. And then we're going to give it some granulated garlic to give some flavor. A little bit of that on top here, nice. And then I'm going to give it half a teaspoon of chili powder. Not much, just enough to give it just a little bit of
Your favorite kick.
Yeah, my favorite kick is always chili. That's what it is. And here I'm going to use my hands, I think. No, I'm going to take a spoon. It's easier.
Are we gonna put also Parmesan in the...
Yes.
Oh.
I just want to get the dry, because that's a little bit moist. And
Yes.
I'm also going to put lemon zest, but I want to get the dry,
Dry.
spices mixed first. That's the sort of a little bit the trick here. And if there are any clumps like that, then we get it up here. Then I'm going to start with Parmesan.
Yeah, actually, it's excellent, the addition of the
Yeah,
Parmesan
and
there.
the crust becomes like to die
Oh.
for, trust me.
Yeah, you don't want to waste any.
Exactly. Like that. And we incorporate that before we do the lemon zest, because as I said, we don't want anything to, if we get the moisture of the lemon zest together with some of the spices or the Parmesan, then we just get clumps of that lying around and it's not evenly distributed. And that we don't want. That looks nice. Let me get one of our beautiful lemons here. Give it. And be careful not to go into the white because that's bitter. So spin it around, give it some lemon zest. It gives fantastic flavor. I think that does it. And a final mix here. This is going to be a good crust. Believe you me.
I do.
That's it. Then we are ready to start our breading here. So on with some flour. Basically the flour is just to make the egg stick properly to the chicken breast. And the egg is to make the panko stick, so traditional.
Different forms of glue.
Exactly. Basically just glue. And into here, and with your dry hand, drizzle this over. So we get a nice even crust on this for the frying. That looks beautiful to me. Onto our tray. If you don't have a deep fat fryer, you can easily do this in a pan, just a layer of oil like this, like, I don't know, a couple of centimeters, an inch, a healthy amount of oil, and then shallow fry it. But since I have a deep fryer, I prefer to do it like this. But don't put it in the basket and lower the basket. You want to put it in away from yourself like this. There we go. And then we do them one by one, otherwise the oil will cool down too much. Let's see where we are on the temperature here. We want to make sure it's good and safe. 75, that's perfect. Food safe, excellent. Just let it drip here for a second. And then with a clean pair of tongs, we take it out. Time to get it dressed up here with our beautiful salad. I said we've tossed it a couple of times. This is such a nice salad. You're gonna love this. Dress it nicely here. Something like that. So we make a nice portion. Then we want to make some Parmesan flakes. That is just beautiful. Dress it up nicely. All we miss now is a couple of wedges of lemon, and this is ready to serve, and that's a portion you're gonna love. Thumbnails are done, and I'm getting ready and hungry, trust me. So let's cut into this beauty here. Ooh, the sound of that crust, and perfectly cooked. Little bit of salad, everything in one bite. Lemon, if you want, you can put a little bit of squeeze of lemon. That's why the wedges are there, but I want to taste it as it is. The lemon zest should be enough. You can literally make this in 15 minutes. It's super delicious, so fresh. The lemon juice is excellent with the nuttiness of the rocket. The chicken is cooked to perfection. This is just an excellent meal that can be done in no time.